Some rivalries are built on competition. This one was built on contempt. Missouri, Kansas, the border war. This isn't sports hate, it's generational. It's politics, it's pride, it's bloodlines that don't blur even with time. You don't play in this game, you fight in it. The players change, the uniforms get updated, but the fire, it stays. Missouri could be winless, Kansas could be unranked. None of that matters here. Because when the Tigers and Jayhawks line up, when that first whistle blows, you're stepping into something older than any other player on the field. This is about more than football. It's state versus state. It's every insult, every slight, every memory of the last time they beat us. It's not about climbing the rankings. It's about never letting them forget who owns this war. This isn't rivalry week. This is the rivalry, the border war. And tonight is personal. YouTube, welcome to episode 3 of the Missouri Tigers dynasty. The Missouri Tigers are ranked number 24 in the nation, undefeated after a big win at home in the opener against number 10 Illinois, where they took care of business. And that means we now get to recruit the state of Illinois next season. Not this year, next season. And today we got that Kansas game lurking. We're going to Kansas to be able to play the Jayhawks. It's going to be an absolute war. First, we're going to look at our recruiting and see where we are on everybody's list right now. As you look here, DeMar Brown, a well-rounded right tackle out of Fort Worth, Texas. We're up to 50 points on him, and he's in his top 5 now. And we don't know enough about him to hard sell, so we're going to wait on that just a little bit. But we're number 1 on his board. I don't think we need to bring him in for a visit either. Here we have Elton Latimer from St. Louis, Missouri, a 6'3" agile athlete, going to be a lineman. We'll see if we can hard sell him yet, which we do know enough about him to hard sell, and we will bring him in for a visit. That's kind of my strategy is if I can know their hard sell and bring them in for a visit at the same exact time, I will not bring players in for visits before or after week 6. After week 6. After that point, it's probably too late either way, and we're not going to do that. So we're going to get him in here early, and we're going to talk to him about our conference prestige. Now we have Christian Curse, wide receiver out of Houston, Texas, 6'2". We are number 1 on his board as well, ahead of Baylor. Playing style and pro potential. Don't think we know quite enough about him, but we'll check it out anyways if there is a way to do that. It's playing style and pro potential. Could be that one. See if there's another option here. So there's too many options there. We will go ahead and just keep sending the house on him, a 4-star wide receiver that we're number 1 on. This guy, Kyle Tabor, we won him no matter what. So we're going to do everything we can to get him here. He's championship contender and proximity to home. So we'll see which one that is. We'll go ahead and hard sell him. Get over there and championship contender. It's going to be that one most likely. Gotta get the hard sell in there. Okay, so it's right here. It is Hometown Hero. We'll also schedule him a visit. We'll get him in here. And we'll talk about our championship contender and proximity to home. We know it's proximity to home, so we'll go ahead and bring him in there. So we're going to get him in on a visit, and we have 10 more points that we can go there on him. But I don't have enough to do that, so we'll do this. Do this way. The left tackle, Glenn Weeks, we're number 1 on his board as well. So recruiting-wise, that win against Illinois really helped us out. Really helped us out. And it's going to help us as we continue moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and finish the recruiting, and then we will check in on the Kansas game. Checking in on the Kansas players that we need to really focus on. Jalen Daniels, the quarterback. He is a senior, has been in the Heisman talk before, or a Heisman hopeful. Somebody we really got to key in on this season, or this game in the border war. He's got 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. They have not been running the ball with too much success. Besides the running back, LaShawn Williams, who's got 44 carries. So they'll give him a pretty good workload. And then receiving-wise, they have their 2 guys, Wentz and Henderson Jr., both seniors, that we're going to have to focus in on. So we're going to have to do a great job in the passing game. Here we go. It is time for the border war. Kansas, Missouri, one of the longest rivalries in the nation. The Kansas faithful in their new stadium. The Jayhawks coming out here in their hideous red and blue. 2-0. And this is an absolute packed capacity crowd. And here come the Missouri Tigers, number 24 in the nation, 1-0, coming off a big win against number 10, Illinois. The Jayhawks fired up. Their faithful are here. This is going to be an absolute, that is just the most awful, hideous mascot I've ever seen. All right, here we go. Big 12 action. Missouri, Kansas. And boots it through the end zone. Missouri will take the ball first. Remember, Ahmed Hardy's the guy we got to go with. Missouri leads 57-54, a 3-game winning streak. The last time these two teams played, Missouri won 24-10. So we're going to make sure we continue to feature Ahmed. But we're not going to use him every play. He is now just our third down running back to keep him in there in those passing situations and use his playmaking abilities. Ahmed Hardy, we're not going to use him at every second of the game like we did against Illinois, just to keep him a little more fresh. If you're curious about the sliders, I am now using version 2 of the Mat 10 sliders. And the version 1 played pretty well. But we're going to check out version 2 to see how those go as well. And Hardy's caught the backfield, and now they're in an obvious passing situation for the Missouri Tigers. 3rd and 6. They got a too-high safety look. Definite zone call here. Ball is snapped. And there's space in the middle of the field, and Bo Perbilia just goes right up the middle, uses his legs, does what he can do and extend plays, and just goes right up the middle of the pocket. This crowd is rocking here. Little screen pass out to Hardy. And the big block by number 66 absolutely lays out the Jayhawk. Johnson to the left. Jones out there. They possibly could be in some man coverage here. I think they're in zone still. The handoff to Jones in the backfield. 3rd and 2, loss of a yard. Third down running situation. Hardy's in. Get a little motion, get the defense to move a little bit. Johnson's in motion. Good blocking up front, and there's Hardy, and he is going to take this one to the house. No! Brought down the 4-yard line. One of the Kansas defensive players there did not give up on the plays, and I thought that one was gone for sure. 1st and goal, huge play out of the Missouri running game. There's the pitch to Jones. Spin move, gets it down to the 2-yard line. Go with an I-form play here. Robertson, our big back. He's up, and he's going to get in for the touchdown, Missouri Tigers. They're going to take an early 6-0 lead and try to tack on the extra point. You could not ask for a better start to this game than that right there. Just on the ground, showing what this Missouri team can do. Showing a little bit of physicality. They may have played in the SEC the last decade. They've got speed, but they still can play physical football. Here's the kickoff for the Tigers. And now our first look at Jalen Daniels and Deshaun Williams in this Kansas offense, which can be very high-powered. Make a few adjustments on defense. One of the things I've been looking at is going conservative, aggressive, conservative on that right there, just to try to see what we're going. That's our base defense. It's got to be good. I saw somebody on YouTube do it. Speaking of YouTube, if you're not subscribed here, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. All right. 2nd and 13, a big stop by the defense. 3-yard loss. Come out 3 wide receivers. And they're just going to continue the run game, and Missouri is flying to the football right now. 3rd and 12. Obvious passing down. Newsom's here. And Daniels takes off and runs. Nowhere to go. Good job by the Tigers defense to keep it in front of him. Forces the punt, 4th and 6. The punter, a booming kick down inside the 25-yard line. Blood's got plenty of room to return. Up near midfield at the 40-yard line. Again, Missouri comes out here. Their offenses look good the first 2 weeks. Need to make sure we limit our own mistakes. And Corbelia gets up there near midfield, down, 2nd and 1, a 9-yard run on the keeper. His second 9-yard run of the game. 2 high safeties. Again, Coleman Jr.'s in motion. And Hardy's up the gut again. 3 yards. 3 carries, 59 yards. He is finding holes all over this field right now. 1st and 10, maybe time for a little bit of play action. Corbelia walking up the line with a little bit of swagger right now. He had options. He finds the tight end, and it is just brought out. Northfleet cannot bring it in. 2nd and 10. That roll to the left's a little bit awkward. A little bit of an awkward roll there for the quarterback. And that ball's knocked out. Now all of a sudden, Missouri's in their first daunting offensive situation here at 3rd and 10. We went with the passing on this set of downs. Not sure that was the right call to go with. And there's the comeback route, and the ball is down at the feet. And we're going to have to try Blake Craig with a 55-yard field goal. It's up, and it is nearly blocked, but it is going to be good. Missouri's going to be up 10-0. Great start for the Tigers here in the first quarter. 4 minutes left in the first. Missouri with a double-digit lead already, showing their dominance. And don't forget the importance of every game there based on our house rules. If we lose this game, we cannot recruit the state of Kansas next season. So it's important for us to win these games, especially against our rivalries and our states that are closest to us, because if we lose the game, we can't recruit that state next season. There may be a 4 or 5-star guy that could be a program changer for us, and if we lost the previous year to that team, it doesn't matter. We can't recruit that state. And now Kansas starting to move the football a little bit. You knew they weren't going to go down quietly. They're coming out in the hurry up. Pass. Kind of didn't matter across the middle. Number 7 with a reception. Jalen Daniels starting to kind of get into a rhythm. The offense is moving a little bit. Second and 7, 2:40 left in the first quarter. Crowd's been kind of quiet, but they're getting something to cheer about now. Out to the flats, the tight end's got it. Good tackling. Missouri's going to bring some pressure here. They're going to say, you know, give them your best shot and let's go right now. Turn up the heat on 3rd down, and it works. They are in field goal range, though, but Kansas decides to stay out there. Interesting that Kansas decides to stay out there. And just right at the first down marker, and they get it. 5-yard pickup through the air. First down, Jayhawks. Missouri is flying to the football. When they get the handoff, Missouri is swarming on defense. A little man coverage here. And that'll take us through the second quarter. Missouri's defense has held Kansas scoreless thus far, and they lead 10-0. One team on the ground, one team through the air. Other than that, Pretty even matchup, except on the scoreboard. Back through the air again. And again, a fly into the football. Missouri, once they give up the pass or give up the run, they fly and they tackle. Great pursuit of the football. This passing situation, the running back's over there, and I was the user. That was horrendous. That one's on me. If you're going to match up with a halfback in man coverage, you might want to stay with, the halfback in man coverage. Touchdown, Kansas. LaShawn Williams finds the end zone. Jalen Daniels may not have an easier touchdown than that all season long. (10-7), and the Jayhawks are right back in it. Jones with the return near the end zone. Gets it up about the 20-yard line. Okay, Missouri comes out. Trips right. Coleman underneath. Jones to the outside. Had Coleman sitting there in the flats, wide open. Poor read. That's something we got to get better at. When you see the open man 6-7 yards down the field, just hit it. Just hit it. Don't even wait. Don't hesitate. Don't anything. Just hit it. And there we go. Completion 3 yards to the left side. Terry brings it in. 3rd and 7. We've got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations as much as possible. Let's see, are they in man coverage or zone? Looks like they're staying in zone. Underneath Manning, catch it 3 yards. 4th down, Missouri's not to punt. So all of a sudden this offense was explosive. We were running the football. For whatever reason, the last 6 or 7 plays, we went away from that. And Kansas has made us pay. So we got to get back to the ground game on the next drive. But first, we got to stop the Kansas Jayhawks from scoring again. Their offense looked very good on that last drive. There's it under there, and there's number 2 with the catch. Jalen Daniels up to 79 yards. 2nd and 2. The entire playbook is wide open at this point. And down the field, and the tight end can't bring it in. Had both hands on it, and he drops it. Again, the entire playbook is in order here. They hand it off, and Missouri flies. There's Wilson with the tackle for a loss. So fortunate Missouri gets off the field there. A deep punt. Blood's got room to return. And Blood's got space. Couldn't get to the outside. Probably should have broke to the outside a little bit sooner. Couldn't get there. Missouri's got to get back to doing what they do. Run the football. Let the best player on the field for the Tigers in the backfield have it. Hardy's good. Right there with a 5-yard run. He's up to 64 yards on the day. Hit him with a little bit of a screen, and the blocking wasn't there. Coleman gets the reception, but the blocking was not there yet. Missouri out in the gun. Got a matchup underneath there with Johnson, possibly. And good defense there by Kansas. Bats it away. Forced it in there. And a high booming punt. It's caught to the left side. And Henderson's laid out on the return. 10-7. We kind of settled down now in this game. It's all about which team's going to make the first big mistake. And again, the run game is being swarmed up and swallowed by the Tigers. If we can make Kansas go one-dimensional and just be a complete passing team, I think that would go with the Missouri way for momentum. And again, screenplay, basically just an extension of the run game, shut down by the Tigers. Come out and dime, man coverage. Standing man again. Newsom's going to be in QB spy. Throws over there to the right side. It is complete for 9 yards, but it's shy of the first down. Missouri's going to get the football back once again. Both teams kind of just jabbing, feeling each other out. Nobody's taking that big, deep shot down the field just yet. But nothing's really been there. Nothing has really been there yet. Coleman there. This might be some man coverage. Nope. Again, they're staying in that zone. There's Jones to the outside. Gets there. Gets a 1 yard. Again, Kansas, nice job going to the pursuit of the football as well. Coleman to the left. Johnson in the slot. Bebelia running around, just throws it away, takes a hit. But he does get rid of it. Again, 3rd and 9. Several possessions in a row. Missouri has been held to 3rd and long. Gets rid of it, and there's Terry underneath, but he's going to be shy. 4 yards is the pickup, and Missouri's going to put the football away again. Both teams still just not willing to unleash the offense. First and 10. Jayhawks trail by 3. There's the pass underneath. It is caught, and there's room to go. And he is gone. Takes the contact, keeps his feet, and he is to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they're going to have the lead over the Tigers here late in the second quarter. Jalen Daniels looking good here. 10 for 11, 169 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both touchdowns have been on some long passes, but neither pass was real long. Catch and run. Kansas showing that they have the athletes to compete here today as well. And they're leading the number 24 team in the nation, the Missouri Tigers, 14-10. This ball is going to be out of the end zone. 3:24 to get points on the board. Missouri needs to get back to the run game. Okay, we got zone coverage. A little false motion there. So we know zone coverage. We're going to bring another blocker back across. He's not got time to get there. Jones up, loses a yard. And a lot of space there. 2:55 to go. Johnson in the slot. Jones has it underneath. Gets a few yards. 3rd and 10. Again, same story. 3rd and long. All game long, Missouri's been stuck in that 3rd and long situation. Hardy and Northfleet underneath. Johnson to the right. Terry and Coleman outside. 5 wide. And there is Hardy, the man who made his name against Illinois, gets loose again, makes every big play when the Tigers need it. Hardy catches it, Hardy runs. He is playing as an all Big 12 kind of competitor this season. Again, there's the RPO. They stay with it, so we go ahead and run the football. Don't have to get in too big of a hurry here. No reason for it. And there's a little screen play, and there is Terry, and he is down the sideline, down at the 21-yard line. Screenplay and the blocking was fantastic, and there go the Tigers. RPO, and there's Terry again to the left side. 2nd and 6. Terry's becoming one of the key targets in this offense right now. Rebulia finds Hardy in the middle of the, Jones in the middle of the field. Couldn't get it there. Short, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. We have points on the board. Don't want to do anything too crazy here. And there's Jones underneath. He's going to have enough for the first down. First down, Missouri Tigers. Just slips him out, and right there he is. Hardy's back in. Room to the left. He can get to the edge. This could be a whole different ball game right now. Hardy gets it. Hardy's to the left there, and then just needed one block. And could not get the one block he needed. One block would have sprung him to the end zone. One block would have done it. Nothing there. 3rd down. Missouri has one timeout left. They have one legitimate shot back to the end zone again. Got Terry to the outside. It may be the place to take a shot. If he gets the coverage on the outside, he does not really get the coverage he's looking for. Throws it away, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal. It's up, and it is good. 14-13 is probably going to be the halftime score. 14-13. 5 seconds to go. Gonna go just a little squib kick here. Don't want any kind of big return. Just short pushes it, and that's not what we were looking for. That gives Kansas a legit shot here with 2 seconds to possibly get it in the end zone here. They got trips right. We do not want this going to where we think it could go. We don't need anything in this rivalry like that. And it is picked off by Pride Jr., and now Missouri can swing the game. Down the sideline, he's going to run out of space at the 15-yard line, but it is intercepted, and that's going to get us to the halftime. Good half of football. Missouri started out hot, was running the football really well, went away from the run game for whatever reason. Kansas with two pass plays to spring it to the end zone, and that's the difference of the game right now. Missouri's got to stay out of 3rd and long, and you got to avoid the big play capabilities of the Jayhawks. Missouri will kick off to start the half. Good half of football so far, 14-13. We got a lot of action coming in this chapter of the Border War. A lot of things on the line here. Number 1, beating a rival. Number 2, getting to be able to recruit the state of Kansas next season. We cannot lose the state of Kansas. It's one of our biggest pipeline states. We have to have the ability to recruit the state of Kansas. Good block there. Couldn't get over there. 3rd and 8. 3-yard loss. 3-yard loss. Three receivers to the right. Go in motion. And Daniels comes up, the hit, but he shows his legs. He hadn't really taken off much yet. That time he does. He's got 17 yards rushing. Missouri wasn't aggressive enough in that situation. And now Missouri turns the heat up, but Daniels escapes. He turns a 7-yard loss into an 8-yard gain. And that's when you know you have a stud quarterback. Daniels starting to really feel it right now. First down. The big plays are starting to happen a little bit too frequently for my liking out of this Missouri defense. Daniels talking to his outside receivers. Maybe an audible at the play. And again, the run game's not there. You got to respect it for at least keeping up with the run game, keeping us honest. But when it's time to run, it hasn't been there. We've made them one-dimensional, but unfortunately their one dimension has been better thus far. Throws it behind there, and perfect coverage on the play. So we're not going to sit back here this time. We're going to bring some pressure. They're coming with 3 wide receivers. We're going to bring some pressure this time. There it is. They make him throw it underneath. Come up, make the tackle. 4th and 5. What's Kansas do? They're going to go for it again. Again, I kind of respect this. You got to like the pressure out of Kansas right now. Keeping the heat up, but we're going to bring it as well. And Jalen Daniels rolls out to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! You have got to be kidding me. What a play. Jayhawks in the back of the end zone. We had a sack on Jalen Daniels again. And Cam Pickett comes down with the touchdown. What an absolutely incredible play that was. And wow. One of the most incredible moments we have seen in this game. There's just nothing you can do about it. 21-13 is the score. Jones going to let this go in the end zone. Now, Missouri's got to get points on this drive. I think it's a heavy dose of Hardy as Jones comes out. And there's Jones up the middle. So we've been gashing him on the ground. We stick to the ground game here. We're actually just going to stay here and run a few things. Run some inside zones, maybe some sweeps, maybe some outside zone. See what they're in. Got them in man coverage. Haven't had them in man coverage very often. Jones good enough for the first down. If we get him in man again, we may have no choice but to take a shot against him. And there's Hardy. Big run again. Hardy's up to 73 yards. Screenplay worked last time to Terry. Let's see if it can work this time out of a different formation. Terry to the right side. And Terry catches it. And Terry is going to take this one a long way down the field. The breakaway speed's just not quite there. But Terry's up to 70 yards on his 5th reception, and good enough for a Missouri Tigers first down. And again, we're just going to audible into a run. Too many times we have went away from the run game. And there it is. What is this? Going to be false start? Looks like a false start against the Tigers. And yes, that is what it is. A false start against the Tigers. And that is going to maybe stop the momentum. Missouri has just shot themselves in the foot too many times. And there's Terry underneath again. He has become Mr. Reliable. 2nd and 6. Got Johnson to the outside. Hardy underneath. Johnson catches it for no gain. Johnson with the catch for no gain. Jones underneath. And Pavilion is going to have to run, show his wheels a little bit. He's got some escapability. He gets out about the 7-yard line. First down. Go ahead and bring in Hardy here for the remainder of this drive. We got Jones now. We're going to bring Hardy in for the rest of it, if that possibility is there. Hardy's back in. Need him here in this close quarter situation. He's just playmaking ability, and he gets there, and he's going to turn it upfield. Touchdown, Hardy. Tigers get it back within 2. They are a 2-point conversion away from tying this one up. Looking for the correct play here. Got Coleman and Johnson coming underneath. Hardy to the outside as well. Back in the end zone to Coleman. Had it in his hands, both hands on the football, and he drops it. Tigers remain down 2 points. The hit took the ball away. And the tie. So now here we go. This is what the border war comes down to. 2 minutes left of the third quarter. Defense on Missouri is starting to look a little gassed. They've been out there quite a while here, especially in the second half. And there's the hit. Breaks up the football. Breaks up the catch. 3rd and 4. Big third down here in this situation. And it's a screenplay. And again, good fundamentals, breakdown. Norwood's there, makes the tackle. LaShawn Williams could go nowhere, and Kansas is forced to punt. 21-19, 90 seconds left in the third. If you bought a ticket to this one, you're getting everything you possibly could want. Absolutely everything you could possibly want in this game. Finally, a deep shot. Perbulia was hit and Johnson almost catches on the back of the Jayhawks defender. There is a flag holding against the offense. So that was an exciting play over absolutely nothing as Connor Tollison is called for the hold. There's the handoff to Hardy. Gets caught behind. Only a 1-yard gain. This drive's kind of stalling right from the get-go, that holding call. There's Hardy to the outside. Again, they're starting to lean on Hardy a lot. He's the one kid that this team has that could change the game in an instant. Got Johnson and Hardy here. Go this way. So now we'll go with Manning. I didn't have that set up right. And it's a false start. That's on the coaching staff there. Bad call. Didn't have things going the way they needed to go. A hold and a false start, both costing Missouri on this one. And Coleman Jr., who's been quiet all game, comes up with the biggest catch of the season so far for him. First down in Missouri. Very fortunate there. The comeback route was good. Good enough to get that on 3rd and 14. Missouri's starting to have the ball a little bit more often. They're more balanced. But unfortunately, they are down on the scoreboard. Here we go, 4th quarter. This is when things get very, very interesting. Full doses of Hardy's coming up here in this 4th quarter. We've limited his touches up to this point. Now it's time that the touches no longer matter. It is get the ball in his hand as often as he can and go win a rivalry game. And there's Hardy with room, with a nice little juke. Gets it out there, and Laquan Robinson. Laquan Robinson with an injury. And Hardy's got room here to the outside. Jukes up there, first down. He's got 101 yards rushing. Always good to get a running back over the century mark. And he's looking a lot more fresh than what he has been, especially against Illinois. And again, every time Hardy touched the ball, Missouri's moving the chains. Every single time he touches it, Missouri's moving the chains right now. Smash mouth football. Roberts comes in for just a spell. Hardy's back out on the field. Gonna try a screenplay to him. There's the block. Nothing happened in there. 3rd and 13. Okay, Missouri can't get too risky here, as they do have the top, or the lead actually, in a field goal opportunity. And there it is. Terry to the outside. Terry's got it. Touchdown. He blows by his defender on the sideline. The safety takes a step in, and Terry with a touchdown. Missouri Tigers take a lead. The first big shot by this offense. Missouri leads 26-21. 81-yard drive, 10 plays, and a touchdown. What a performance this game's been by both teams, 26-21. You think Kansas has maybe 2 more drives left in them in this game, so they don't necessarily have to score this game or this drive, but it would greatly help them. It would greatly help them. And again, Drayden Norwood has had a couple of big tackles today. The run game is just not there for Kansas, and they continue to stay with it. At this point, I'm not sure that's the best decision for them. Third down situation. And what's going to happen? Kansas has it in and out of his hands. There's a flag. It's going to be a hold. This one's not going to matter no matter what. This one doesn't matter either way. We will decline it. It will be 4th and 10, and Kansas is going to have to punt the football. Missouri going to go out with a patient offense. They've done the work so far up to this point. Hasn't been the prettiest game, but in the border war, nothing's pretty. It's not a beauty contest. It's about getting a win. If we can come into hostile territory, into Lawrence, Kansas, and walk out of here with a win, we'll take it no matter how we get it. No matter how we get it. Johnson gets it on the outside. They gave us the 4 yards. We took the 4 yards. We want a run play here, even if it's an outside zone out of I form. We're not playing keep away just yet, but we are attempting to run some clock. There's no reason why we shouldn't. 3rd and 5. At this point, you got to go with one of your better play calls. Something that you know will work. Hardy to the left. Coleman to the left. And that is not what you want. Just slid right in to where the pressure was coming from and takes a sack. Wesselman with a punt. A booming one down inside the 20. Okay return out to the 25-yard line. Now the defense has to do something here. This is when you find out, is Jalen Daniels that guy or not? Is Jalen Daniels that guy or not? Well, he's got a first down on the first play of the drive. Missouri's defense can be kind of bend, don't break here. Field goal doesn't hurt them that bad. And again with the run. And finally, that may be their biggest run of the game by somebody other than Jalen Daniels. Missouri's defense out here, the line looks like they're exhausted. And then they go the read option, and now all of a sudden, they finally may have worn down this Missouri defense, and the runs are starting to come a little bit better, a little more frequent, a little bit larger. It is 5 wide for the Jayhawks. Threw into coverage there. All but out of the blitz when we saw it was 5 wide. And again, the coverage is there, and again, the catch. So here we go, 3rd and 2 situation. This is probably 4 down territory. Probably 4 down territory. It's an RPO and toasted. Touchdown, Kansas. They go back up by 1 score. Now, this is huge. There's a field goal, win or tie the game up. And a field goal only ties the game. So Missouri down 3 with the entire recruiting class out of Kansas next year hanging in the balance. Missouri loses this game. Kansas is off the board next year recruiting. So is this a big game? Yeah, this is a big game. I'm not sure why Hardy never came up. Hardy got hurt, that's why. Hardy was supposed to release right there, and he never released because he was hurt. So now we're probably in 4 down territory. And Missouri looking all sorts out of sort. Johnson down the sideline. Nothing. There's going to be a flag, and it's another hold. This drive, if it was a horse, they would shoot it. Not going so well. Johnny Williams. Muscle cramps out of Hardy. Did we start to use him just a little too much too soon? I don't think so. We had to get him when we had to get him, right? 2nd and 26. We're in a tough situation here. Third and 26. Now things get very, very interesting. Just going to take Johnson on the fly there. We got Roberts to the right. We're going to slide everybody half step to the left. And we're just going to take a shot. Almost came down within double coverage. We're going to have to punt the football. Again, the field goal is not the worst thing that happens to him. High booming punt again. And Kansas has it at the 47-yard line. 3 minutes to play. And the run game is just torching us now. All game long, they stuck with it. Now it's starting to torch us. Kansas has worn us down on the defensive side of the football. A fumble would be huge here. We're going to go ahead and burn a timeout this side of the 2-minute warning. Preserve as much time as possible. Pass play, got him down, basically a run. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. They go with a pass, and it's there, and it's a touchdown. Kansas takes the kill shot right there. Jalen Daniels rips the heart out of the Tigers. (36-26) Kansas. And Kansas with the kill shot right there, unless something miraculous happens. Down to 1 timeout, not a lot we can do. Hardy with the return, goes nowhere. We have to have the quickest score and an onside. We really have to score on this side of the 2-minute warning. Really have to score on this side of the 2-minute warning. And he's just sitting there waiting on it. Perbulia just proverbially ends the game with the interception. Kansas with the pick. The crowd is going insane right now. (36-26). And that's going to be a first down. First down. It's going to take us down to the 2-minute timeout. This game is all but over. Missouri fought the good fight. I mean, unless it's a scoop and a score right here, nothing's going to happen. The Jayhawks maybe can't quite kneel this one out. Little RPO action. You get a fumble. Something interesting could have happened. It's going to take the clock down after this snap. We'll be under 1 minute to go. And Kansas is going to win the border war. And they pass it. 4th and 1. Should be a field goal opportunity. And they're going to be up 13. 39 points by this Kansas Jayhawks team at home. Missouri cannot recruit the state of Kansas next season. Absolutely heartbreaking for their recruiting. This is a game that could set the Tigers back for a couple of years, especially in the state of Kansas. And Perbulia has just rattled. He's just rattled. Not been his best performance, and he's ice cold right now. And he'd be the first one to tell you that. And there it is, and that's a fumble and 5 sacks by this Jayhawks team. Missouri could put no pressure on them. And the Kansas Jayhawks win the border war in Lawrence, Kansas. Jalen Daniels celebrates 329 yards, 5 touchdowns. This man was absolutely